Welcome back to Wookies on X-Wing. My name is Matt.
I'm John.
And today we have a special guest with us. This is Ian.
Hi, guys.
You may remember him from our last store tournament of the triple feature.
Yeah, that was TIE Interceptor, a Phantom, and Darth Vader.
Yes, it was quite the tournament for sure.
So now we have you here. We wanted to bring you in on some of the games that I'm playing on in the store championships.
These took place at our Enbicon, the Brunswick Gaming Convention. I unfortunately had to work, so I'm a little sad, but these guys made up for me.
Yeah, well, that we did. So I just wanted to quickly get into the game that I'm playing here. I am playing my Vader and Friends list. I'll give you a quick breakdown of that. It's Darth Vader with Squad Leader and Homing Missiles. I have Mauler, Mithel, Backstabber, Dark Curse, and Night Beast. And I'm playing up against a Decimator with Rebel Captive and Darth Vader, a Omicron Pilot, and a Bounty Hunter. So,
The
Bounty Hunter apparently has an engine upgrade.
really War Machine player in me looks at this and goes, "That's a bloody miserable meat mountain."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I noticed as soon as he had his initiative here, and he tried to put the asteroids down in that big "I don't want to fly into asteroids" zone of the 3 asteroids in the far corners of the 1 to 2 band on this map. I said, screw that, I like asteroids, even though I'm flying a TIE Swarm, and I put a bunch of clumped up asteroids near the middle. So he's kind of moving lazily forward, as large ships want to do, and my overall plan here is crunch and destroy. Hit the Decimator as hard as I can, as quickly as I can, before his Vader picks me off one at a time.
Because we all know Vader is incredibly good against the Imperials.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so looks like he's just trying to set his shuttle up to bunker down and get some good shots. And a little surprised he didn't keep the Decimator a little closer to it. Would have thought, makes a pretty nice bodyguard, but we'll see what he intends to do with it.
I'm just going to give you a little bit of a layout of my fighters. Near the center, I have Night Beast with Mauler, Mithel, and Vader behind, and on the flank, I have Dark Curse and Backstabber. I like Night Beast with Mauler, Mithel, and Darth Vader because he's a lazy guy. He likes his green maneuvers, but also he can be a bit tanky because he gets that free focus. He can do other actions like barrel roll or evade.
It's almost like a push the limit without actually having it.
Yeah, and 15 points on a fighter, it's fairly good.
Very well costed.
So you can see that I'm just barrel rolling because I can, but also because I don't want to be hitting those asteroids when I go in for my swoop.
Yeah, it makes for a very good setup once combat actually begins.
It's a nice flank. But yeah, pretty standard first turn jockeying for position. We assure you, the game does get more interesting from here, so...
They all?
Yeah. Oh, usually, yeah. I hope so.
Well, this is a list that I have been tenderly playing over the since basically the TIE Advanced X1 has come out. I love Darth Vader. I've said this on Wookies on X-Wing time and time again, and this is not an exception. I get to play him to hopefully his full extent. He is a very good synergy machine with this mini TIE Swarm that I have.
He's got good synergy with almost any ship, as we saw in the last tournament.
Absolutely. You definitely put him to good use.
Well, it's even
worked out.
Intership synergy in Imperials is something fairly rare. It's impressive when it does happen.
It's true, because most of the Imperial ships seem to have a very I'm going to do my own thing sort of view, but Vader brings a level of synergy to the Imperials that is definitely very effective.
Yeah, well, you need a very strong character to wrangle a whole bunch of guys who just want to go, I'm going over here!
Oh, yeah.
So, And on top of that, I have to face off against Darth Vader, the co-pilot, which also is brutal, and not on a shuttle like I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, he's got half again as many ablative wounds before
Yes.
before his ship goes down.
There can be a very sound argument made that it's actually better than the Doom Shuttle, mostly because you get that 360 arc. You can shoot anything, wherever.
All I saw that on the Decimator, and all I was thinking is, "Oh, kill me now," but not right away because I want to kill you first.
And as we discovered, to my gratitude at least, the Decimator's maneuver dial is nowhere near as restrictive as the shuttles.
Absolutely. The lack of red maneuvers is really, really a bonus.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out exactly one of two things. Is he gonna just punch it? Because he's not using Oiken, so I know he doesn't really want to bump me. He still wants his action. But does he want to punch it and go right through those asteroids, or is he going to go a little bit lazy? And because I have a bunch of TIE fighters to spare, and I know that if I bump with maybe one fighter, I'm still getting a lot of shots off, I'm going to basically see what he's going to do and play accordingly. Really size him up in this second turn of the game. Barrel rolling out of the way for later position, but I'm more interested in keeping that shuttle not doing very much while I focus on the Decimator.
Which admittedly also isn't hugely hard to do. I mean, the shuttle is the very aptly named Space Cow.
Moo.
Yeah, and you've got your TIE fighters at range 3. Alright, I can take some speculative shots. I don't care.
And even with 2 firepower against the shuttle, you still got a good chance of hitting it.
Yeah, you're even dice. So against the Decimator, he gets 1 defense.
Oh, hefty.
So you can see that I'm knighting my position here with Night Beast and Dark Curse. I would rather Dark Curse go fight at this point. I'd rather Dark Curse go and fight the Decimator because he's really hard to deal with. And go ahead.
It's true. Like the inability for the attacker to spend a focus or to even reroll dice makes Night Beast one of the hardest TIE fighters to deal with.
You have to just brute force dice through onto them.
What happens happens.
Yeah. And most people see that, and it's kind of like a little magic psychological trick, because most people will see that card text and be like, you know what, I really don't want to fire at him. So, and the best way to avoid shots is not to be fired at.
Absolutely.
So here we go. Got the opening salvos.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're going to see how this one works out here. The Decimator, with the agility of 0, typically doesn't fare too well against the Swarm, but at range 3 it does actually gain an agility.
You can miss the broadside of a barn.
It is possible.
Well, I'm target locking with Vader's, hopefully firing homing missiles later on, but kind of noticing that Mauler Mithel is the leader of the pack, not something that I always want, especially against a turreted ship that has, the ability to automatically deal crits.
Absolutely.
So I don't want him to fire at Mauler Mithel. Same philosophy with Dark Curse. I'd rather make it so difficult that other options are presented.
Yes.
So I'm going to give him an evade token. I'm thinking about it. I'm looking for the evade tokens. I found them, and now I'm going to give it. Because I don't want Darth Vader to be fired at, but I know that the real winner here is going to be pure damage, and in that respect, Mauler is going to be the real winner. Darth Vader, he has homing missiles, so yeah, he can do some damage later on, but
Mauler with good positioning has far more consistency for lots of damage. I mean, throwing 4 dice at range 1 is incredibly powerful, especially with the Darth Vader squad leader giving him the ability to focus and evade. He has a bonus 4 in attack and a bonus on the return fire.
So I don't use my target lock here, just 1 hit, and he evades it.
And there we go. You did miss the broadside of a barn.
Congratulations.
Yeah. The other thing is Vader is fairly tanky. I mean, I know he probably won't go down in 1 hit.
It's not likely. 5 falls pretty hard to chew through, especially since 2 of them are shields.
And he's still a TIE fighter, so he has 3 defense dice.
Absolutely.
He's not
At range 3. Possibly through an asteroid.
not quite as fragile as Not quite as fragile to the whims of bad dice rolls as a phantom.
Well, Mauler got 2 blanks. Not what I wanted to see.
It's okay. He's just warming up.
Dark Curse gets 2 blanks.
Ooh.
See, they're
Not what I wanted to see.
You're really missing the broadside of the barn here, John.
They're the leading edge of the win formation, so they haven't gotten to the groove of it yet.
Oh, by the way, Backstabber also rolls 2 blanks,
Okay,
Oh
so I spoke
my
too soon.
gosh.
and Night Beast
Yeah,
also
that's,
also rolls 2 blanks. I'm getting other dice now. I'm just fed up.
gotta pull out the real dice here.
So sorry, that was Night Beast that rolled 2 blanks, and now I'm trying to figure out if nope, he's firing now. I shoot blanks.
Looks like the Firespray may be out of range, or if he's not, that's damn close.
No, I believe he's
Seems
out of
like
range.
they're debating it.
Oh,
Yeah, the
at least 2 ships aren't. Oh, 1 possible damage.
Oh, that may have actually been from the Firespray.
yeah, it was, and I just threw 4 dice at it and
Didn't
laughed.
care.
Yeah, I think he only had 1 potential there anyway, so you weren't really having to try too hard.
He's trying to figure out if he wants to fire at Vader, and my mental mind trick worked. He's firing at Vader.
Yeah.
All too easy.
So here we'll see our first bit of
That one does
Vader
seem...
deja vu action going on.
that was a very effective roll, though, with 3 potential hits
Yeah, I lose 2 shields already and take a crit.
from that Vader.
And that crit is actually not the worst thing that could ever happen. It was every time you do a hard maneuver, it's a red maneuver. So,
Which doesn't really bother Vader for the most part.
no, not really. I have a fairly good game plan with what I'm going to do with Vader, and not really going to do some hard turns. I am stressed out from that Rebel Captive, which kind of sucks, and we're back to dials.
Rebel captives are kind of annoying.
Very.
Yeah, but if there's one person that I wouldn't mind it on, it's Vader. Yeah, I have to do some green maneuvers, and Vader doesn't have a lot of green maneuvers, but the ones that he has are fairly easy to pull off.
Absolutely.
One soft banks and 2 forward, not that difficult. And the 1 soft bank is something kind of a brisk breath of fresh air on a high dial.
It
Yeah,
really
it's
is, because you're used to that hard one maneuver, which, while it's good, it's not green. And on Vader, the ability to move such a short distance and de-stress is definitely a huge bonus.
So you can see here that the Decimator is just moving up forward. I thought he would do one of 2 things here: either just punch it and go right through me, or go 1 forward again. And so I planned for him going 1, just a very short maneuver.
Yeah, and it looks like we have the Firespray off here. Just ran through an asteroid.
Don't give a fuck.
Didn't take any damage, but
They didn't care at all.
Well, the problem with bounty hunters is that they're just, off doing their own thing.
Yeah. The really awkward thing for that one is, aside from the fact he missed his action, he's also not really in a position to fire at anything, so it's a lost shot for Dave at the moment.
Yeah. So here's some of my fancy flying. Night Beast is right on the nose of the shuttle without bumping. I got free focus for doing a green maneuver, and I'm trying to think of what I want to do. I know I'm like toe to toe with the shuttle, so I'm getting 4 attack dice at me. So I'm probably gonna evade.
let's keep him alive.
I'm seeing
Yeah.
I'm seeing whether or not barrel rolling is a viable option right here, and it's not. So
The evaded is.
Yeah, you're kind of right between 2 asteroids there.
and Backstabber flying up right behind Night Beast, not bumping again. I like to not bump.
That is some snappy flying.
Why, thank you. It's not always easy not being able to decloak all over the place, but I take what I can. Here, Dark Curse is going to bump, and that is on purpose. I want, and you'll see why in a second. I kind of want Dark Curse to go after the Firespray after the first salvo, because Dark Curse is a jerk, and if somebody can get behind the Firespray and keep on him, that's going to be Dark Curse. And the other reason is I'm about to fly into the Decimator with Mauler, and I want to shoot at him, so I'd rather bump into Dark Curse and bump into the Decimator.
And it ends up working out very well, because with Vader not bumping right there, he also gives Mauler the action to focus, which makes up for the lost action of bumping and makes his attack that much stronger. So we should see the Decimator taking a lot of flack here.
Yeah, Focus Mauler is a scary Mauler.
Very.
I'm just lucky you don't have targeting computers on him yet.
Not yet. I'm waiting for a little upgrade called, what is it called? Something along the lines of TIE Advance X1 title.
Oh yes, that one.
That
And,
thing that's coming.
Then the homing missiles are getting off, and Vader will have his true power.
Yeah, it's that thing that does the thing. The really good
So
thing.
here I have Vader hit with 3 hits. Right off the bat, nice roll.
Yep, shield's gone.
Yeah. Of course, again, with that 0 agility, that Decimator's just soaking him right up.
And the fact that I'm throwing so many dice at him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and there's his first crit. I believe his first crit is something along the lines of direct hit.
Yeah, that's the one thing with having that much hull. The Decimator can... If you get a bad run of crits, you can lose your effectiveness quite quickly.
So Mauler gets another 2 attack dice. Backstabber is going to be firing as well. He's getting 3 dice for being outside of the firing arc. I'm going to focus.
He's only getting him for 1, but still, with 0 agility, not bad.
I am firing through an asteroid.
No, it
here.
was through an asteroid, yeah. And he rolls a blank.
He doesn't care.
Not the best dice on my part for an attack run, but you know I'm taking whatever dice I can get. I really want to burn through that Decimator. I want to make sure that whenever he uses Vader, it's going to be a risk.
Yeah, which is really what you want to do, because letting a Decimator have free reign to Vader you over and over is a recipe to lose.
The shuttle took its first hit there.
Yeah. Night Beast just wants a hug.
Why
I
don't you
think,
love me, guys?
Yeah, and Firespray's still off on the side there doing its own thing. I don't think it's taken any damage yet, but it's definitely not giving any out either.
No, so here we go. We get the Decimators trying to get his counterpart again, who has been re-stressed from that rebel captive.
So 4 attack dice on Vader.
Seems two potential hits there were,
At least 2.
Yeah.
and is he spending his target lock there?
It looks like, yep. Trying to pull the 2 blue ones off, but
Yeah, yes he is. So he's gonna
There
get a
we go.
reroll on those 2.
it is for
And
naught.
we'll add nothing else. Yeah.
So
And we'll see 2 evades here, so he is nice and clear on that.
Yep. And so I'm just taking a crit because
Vader.
I got Vader. Vader gets Vadered. Nice existential crisis there.
Oh yeah.
I need to Vader your Vader so I can not get Vader next turn. I pull a crit that's matched the same description as the last time, so I offered my deck to be reshuffled.
Alright. We got the shuttle to shoot next, and
I was just happy I didn't take a direct hit.
oof.
No, that would have made for
That's the
a
worst.
very hard game on your part.
Losing a ship to direct hits is not fun.
Not at
It's
all.
like a punch in the gut. It's like, no!
a couple punches. In
I should be alive! Why am I not alive?
There
Never.
would have been tears. Tears of rage.
and sorrow, and pain.
So here's the shuttle doing 3 hits,
That's pretty heavy fire.
and
Is
I
that 3 evades? Or?
no, it's 2 evades.
Well, there's a focus there, so he takes a point of damage.
My poor backstabber.
Oh no.
I don't think he liked him shooting at his Decimator.
I don't blame him. Yeah, backstabber is really good. Hits as hard as an X-wing as long as you line up that firing arc, which is not very difficult to do with a TIE fighter.
Absolutely not. Their maneuverability is astounding.
It's a lot easier on a big ship just because you have that much more surface area to hide in.
Yes.
And generally speaking, they're not as maneuverable as your TIE fighter is.
Yeah. Not only that, you can you could, if you don't mind bumping with some of your TIE fighters, you can you can keep them locked down into a place until the large ship decides that it really wants to get out of there.
Yeah, for sure. So it looks like he's doing what you suggested last turn. His option B of just burning straight through your formation to try and clear it.
Yeah, well,
For the shuttle, it's a little bit different though, because it doesn't have that 360, so it's kind of out of commission at the moment.
Yeah,
For all intents and purposes.
It needs to come around, and that's a difficult proposition.
Yeah, it takes a few turns for those guys to turn around.
well, I figured that either he was going to stop, which was a terrible idea, or he was going to burn through me, and as long as I get behind him, I'm happy. So that's what I'm going to do. And right here, he actually lands on an asteroid.
Oh, that Firespray is not having a good time of it.
No, it was a questionable. So we did the sportsman-like path and just 50-50. He's on. Okay, cool.
Yep.
It's a good way of, if we're not sure, then might be right, might be wrong.
So that's really not looking good for Dave right now. It's going to make for a second turn of no shots from that Firespray, which is 3 attack dice you don't have.
Yeah.
And he would have had shots this turn.
And not
He
only
would
that,
have,
not
yeah.
only that, but I'm about to,
He took a point of damage.
he takes a
from
point
it.
of damage.
So that's a shield, another shield gone.
The Firespray is wrecking itself there.
I was contemplating leaving it alone, but
Yeah, so
that wouldn't be very that wouldn't be very Sith of me.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
So it looks like the Decimator's taking John's own advice here, and it's just gonna bomb straight through as well.
Yeah. This is one of the awkward things of playing a swarm is sometimes just getting enough proxy tokens down on the board to mark your position. It can be a little time consuming and a little confusing.
Yes.
Yeah, we were fairly good about having that done right away, though.
Yeah.
Also, I'm making sure that my pegs are in. I don't want to have runaway fighters.
Don't want to have
No,
a floppy
of course
ship again, no. No, we already had our drunken ship doing a faceplant there, turn 1, so
Off to a good start.
He wasn't quite ready.
you must have just got back from one of the frat houses.
That's what happens when you hang out with Night Beast.
Yeah,
He is the beast.
True facts.
True facts about the Night Beast.
He flies so lazy because he's hungover as shit.
Hey guys, I want to do green maneuvers. I'm drunk.
Alright.
Well, when your boss is named Howl Runner, you can complain.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough. We don't want to know what goes on in that squadron. Let's just know.
Dark and unspeakable things.
Yes.
Or sexy. I'm not sure which. Or both. You never know.
On a slightly more related topic, here we go. We've got the squadron is gonna get himself turned around. Use that K-turn advantage that most ships have, but
Not all.
surprisingly 2/3 of Dave's fleet does not.
Yes. To be fair, with one of them, it doesn't actually matter.
Not really.
Yeah,
Just looking at the shuttle though, every so often it's like, oh, I wish I could turn this thing around.
Yeah.
That probably is the one reason I really never fly a shuttle is because they're just so slow. They're so hard to maneuver and get around.
But just trying to picture that thing doing a flip is somewhat amusing and inconceivable.
Well, if the Decimator is a dump truck, then the shuttle is definitely an ice cream truck. Because as soon as you get behind it, you are super happy.
Oh,
you just
yeah.
want to run right behind it going, I want ice cream.
Feed me! Feed me damage points.
Delicious.
So everybody's K-turning here. Nobody's got time for that.
Yep. So one of your fighters, Backstabber, I think, used the that lovely one sharp that the generic TIE platform has.
It's such a good maneuver.
Yeah. So you can see Vader is heading towards the asteroid, and there's a reason for that. I know that Vader is going to die. I can see the future. No, but seriously, I wanted to make a very difficult choice. I don't want him firing at. I don't want him firing at my other TIE fighters with that Darth Vader ability, and I want to fire those homing missiles before Vader dies. I don't want to just fly off in a corner and just
Waste 5 points.
waste 5 points.
Yes.
So because I'm not going to be able to get out of range because he was stressed out, so I couldn't K-turn. So did a green maneuver, going to target lock, going to focus, going to fire him homing missiles at a shuttle, going to have a good time, and then go out and blaze a glory. And if Dave doesn't fire at me, then I might live by going through an asteroid. But it's not. It's one of those things that I've already convinced myself that Vader's going to go. Might as well make the best of a bad situation for him.
They give it 50-50. Yeah, no, here
There's
we
the
go.
attack roll, and it's a natural 4 hits. So the target lock and focus seemingly wasted for that attack, but 4 solid hits on that shuttle is definitely good.
And their shield's gone.
What's good though is that it also kind of cements the fact that Dave here has to fire at me, because if not, then he has to use his Vader against me.
Yes. So it looks like we're gonna have the rest of the TIE Swarm start taking their shots here.
Oh, you got double stress on one of your fighters there, yeah.
Yeah, that's Rebel Captive for you.
So we have 2 hits again.
That's Mauler into the Decimator.
Yep.
It's a hit and a crit, that one.
Oh, whoo. So we'll see what card he flips up for this one.
Well, I believe it's.
It looks like a direct hit. I don't see a lot of text on that card, but it's kind of hard to see from here.
Yeah. In our discussion from just a quick recap of the game, there's a direct hit in here, and another critical that
Which I believe actually just flipped up.
well, there's that one. He gets stressed.
Yes.
Okay, so the crit that he just received is he cannot fire. Next time he rolls attack dice, he does not roll dice.
Yeah.
So that means that if he wants to kill Vader, he has to use his Vader ability.
Which at this point means death for the Decimator.
Yeah, because he is at 11.
So there it goes. It's gonna be a peace trade if he wants to make that trade or not.
And he's
just
just counting
up
up.
his damage cards
Yeah,
there.
he
Yeah.
says 11. And I'm not done firing at him.
No.
I want to finish him off. I want Vader to live.
And unfortunately, that last TIE fighter is actually out of range, so it's going to take a shot at the shuttle instead.
Yeah.
Was not to be.
No.
Oh well. Vader, we loved you dearly, both of you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they are still kicking at the moment.
Yeah, but I know it's a foregone conclusion at this point that he's going to use his Vader to kill my Vader, but will also kill his Vader in the process.
And then we will be Vaderless.
Yeah.
Oh, what a sad thought.
It's like the end of Return of the Jedi.
Oh no.
Everybody goes down in flames.
At least he got to see it with his own eyes.
It's
Yeah.
true. So the shuttle there took a hit and a crit from the fighter that was not quite in range of the Decimator. So
That- yeah, that-
shuttle's not looking too hot.
No,
No.
that's Night Beast.
It does definitely look like
Well, that's our
John's rapidly forcing Dave into a
that's
tight
our-
spot.
that's our hungover fellow. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like it's starting to wear off here. He's starting to pick up his game a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure Night Beast is still better than the plot of The Hangover, though. So we're gonna go with that.
Dumb fighting words there are.
I'm alright
Shots
with it.
fired.
I think my beard is about the plot of The Hangover.
It is pretty awesome.
It is Mike.
It's better than the plot.
Well, it doesn't have Mike Tyson in it.
No,
Ooh.
that would be questionable.
There's no lisp.
So I think at this point, Dave's just debating of, does he want to go through with that Vader, or does he want to risk it?
Now,
I can just imagine John in the background here going, "Do it, do it, do it."
Give in to your anger.
hate me more. Your outrage gives me strength. I think actually doing it is a bad idea for him, and I'll tell you why. In retrospect, if you Vader, my Vader, then that is that I have to spend I have to spend attacks to wipe him out still, in order to kill him, and doing that will stress me out even more. And that those are shots that I don't have on the shuttle, but you know I could be lucky, like super lucky, and not die to the asteroid next turn. So it's one of those things. It would have really sucked if I flew through the asteroid and was completely fine.
Yep.
Yeah,
And we did see that Dave did cave in and use his Vader to pop off your Vader.
Yeah, it's what 30 odd victory points. The advance is worth something like that.
Vader himself is worth 29, I believe. With the upgrades, he was worth 36.
That is correct.
Versus the Decimator. So John actually came out far on top of this one because the Decimator is worth 42 by itself.
Yeah. My original plan to just burn through it seemed to work, and now I'm in a really good position to go and mess up that shuttle.
Yeah.
When you're
I still like the Decimator. It takes so much killing to bring that thing down.
Oh, yeah.
It really does. It is a terrifying ship.
Makes a Phantom shit its pants though.
It really does. Especially with that Vader upgrade, because it takes away the Phantom's ability of I shoot you and you don't see me.
And you can't hit me.
Yeah, no,
And
I still see you. I'm gonna shoot you anyway.
And you have a turret.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Also, that rebel captive makes you really think twice about having a shot on him, unless you have a really high pilot skill.
Absolutely.
Yeah, stressed Phantoms are not happy.
Dead Phantoms.
So here I'm just shedding my stress, getting my TIE fighters back into position. I really like flying my TIE fighters, not necessarily in formation, but in a way that's both aesthetically pleasing and brutal.
I mean, it is still very cohesive in its own way, so it seems to definitely be working out, so keep it up.
So I'm deciding to break off some of my ties. I have a feeling that I have enough firepower with some of my ties here to take out the shuttle, so I'm going to break off and try to start going after the Firespray.
Here's where we mentioned that bloodthirsty rush to the brain a little earlier.
The fact that I took out that Decimator right away just made me want to kill more things, just give in to my hatred, and I did not want that fire. I didn't want that Firespray getting shots off on me because they're annoying. They have 2 defense dice. They have a shit ton of hull and shields, and if I don't put pressure on them right away, he could pick me off piecemeal.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
The Firespray is a deceptively nimble ship.
It's not something you feed a single TIE fighter at a time to.
Absolutely not.
So I'm trying to get myself in position here. I really want to get Backstabber, because Backstabber's coming into the flank here. I was hoping that he would move up faster and be able to arc dodge with Backstabber, but we're going to see what's going on with the Firespray. The rest of my fighters are just shedding stress. Mauler still has 2 stress on him. So
I think it's only down
He's
to
got down to
now.
1 now.
Yeah.
But he's still stressed.
Yeah. So I'm taking it easy with him.
Well, it looks like a blank roll on that shuttle there from Mithel, so I think we have Night Beast up next, also on the same shuttle.
Yep.
Yeah, Backstabber's looking straight at the Firespray, but not quite in range yet.
No. It would have been a nice shot, because he is currently outside of his arc.
Would be nice, yeah. Yeah, the Firespray does have a nice ability against Backstabber, just that the backfiring arc is a firing arc, so it completely removes an entire section that you don't want to be in.
Yeah.
It makes it just that much harder to maneuver that Backstabber.
And it works the same way without maneuver, too. So it's pretty brutal. It's Firespray, I think, he's a little trickier to use than a lot of other fighters or large ships. But if you can make it work for you, it's a solid ship.
Absolutely.
There's some nice pilots too. Some nice upgrades you can put on it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you want to run it just like Dave is here, a basic bounty hunter in a group of others, or you want to take a more character heavy Firespray. Either way, it's a fun ship to fly, and it's surprisingly durable.
Very. I mean, with 4 shield and 6 hull, is definitely pretty tanky.
It still has that 3 attack dice on a reasonably nimble platform.
And 2 agility, and also the ability to evade, which is weird on a big ship. But
Been
really
against
cool.
that, it's frustrating.
Oh yes.
But though to be fair, we have seen the thing. You can see the slave fly in the films. It's a nimble ship,
Absolutely.
and dropping bombs is fun.
Oh, the size
I
of the
drop
characters.
bombs. Yeah.
Drop a proton bomb on you. Everything in range gets dealt a face-up damage. Eat it.
Oh, was that new Firespray with title upgrade that gives you 3 bomb slots?
Yep.
Yes.
There's another scum pilot that lets you use the 3 straight or 3 turn template
This
to
is
drop
the
your
hard
bomb.
turn template,
Yeah.
which is even sillier. So instead of just dropping it 1 behind you, you're dropping it 3 behind you, or you're actually dropping off to the side,
Yeah.
which makes it just incredible for.
You can aim the thing.
Oh yes,
It's scary.
almost like a heat-seeking bomb.
Now, I think I'm in my bloodthirst. I'm going to run right at the Firespray with with Backstabber. In retrospect, what my usual plan for this kind of thing would be is Backstabber would actually break off just completely and disengage. A lot of TIE Swarm players, they don't know how to approach the end game. They do the initial pass, and then they regroup and they try to pass again, but they don't know how to play to an end game. I have an overall plan in mind, but I'm of the opinion that he isn't, as he doesn't have the firepower to take me on, and that kind of hubris could prove to be my downfall.
Especially with the TIE fighters, because while they are agile, they are very squishy.
If they get hit, they're toast.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so I'm kind of trying to arc dodge here. I don't know if I'm doing it successfully yet.
Looks like you dropped yourself right in front of that shuttle there, though.
Yeah, I believe that I'll be able to take out the shuttle this turn though.
It's got 2 hull with 1 agility. It should die.
Yeah.
I mean, with two TIE fighters on its tail, it seems very likely.
Well, one of those TIE fighters is Dark. Is
going
it Mauler?
to bump.
Yeah, he bumps.
Which is really unfortunate, because Mauler's the one you really want as close as you can, but not that close.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got some measuring, seeing who can shoot at who. Get set up for some of the final shots of the game. Looks like 1 hit on the Firespray.
Yeah.
Firespray or the shuttle?
Firespray.
Aha.
It's with Backstabber, and he evades it.
He does evade it, yeah.
Yeah, this was what I was worried about, was that my actionless attack dice isn't as good as his defense.
Yeah, 2 on 2 with no modification is
Not very strong.
no, that can be a pain.
Okay, I'm range 1 with Night Beast. Can he get the job done?
Ooh.
I get a crit there. No, 1 hit
Focus,
with the focus.
for 1 hit. He does have 2 hull left, so it looks like the shuttle's not leaving this turn.
No, I believe one of those crits is a direct hit.
Might be, yes. We'll find out shortly. Once this agility dice hits the deck, we shall find out. Anytime now. Come on. Do it.
He's got to think over it a little bit more.
Do it!
Put his will into the dice. He's going to roll that evade. And he did not put enough will. He rolls a blank, so he's going to be taking full damage from that shot. And that shuttle is out of there.
Apology accepted. Haven't rope yet.
Yeah. So at this point, I just want to kind of run into him, but I know still Firespray is kind of scary.
Still got 3 dice.
Yeah.
And he is focused, so he can modify his attack.
We're also coming near the end of the game, and that's one of the other things is that, a Firespray is still a decent chunk of points, and if he kills enough TIE fighters and I don't kill his Firespray in time, I might just hand him the game. Unfortunately,
Focus. So
I just
the
lost.
TIE fighter is down.
I just
so.
lost Dark Curse, and I'm not used to losing Dark Curse this early in the game.
No, you just think she'd be the last one people go for.
Yeah. Well, he has that sort of psychological shield of he is so hard to attack because I can't use any of my cool stuff against him.
Yes.
I just won't bother. Yeah, Dark Curse.
Was that Backstabber? That card art looks like Backstabber.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. I did lose Backstabber.
Because he used his focus. So.
Debatably worse actually, because that extra attack dice potential is definitely good to have around.
Yeah, especially since if I had listened to myself in the future and gone back into the past, I might have done stuff differently, like disengaged. But
The dark side of the force was too tempting. You couldn't resist.
I just wanted to kill things.
Seems very
And
simple to you.
it's a Wookiee thing.
Yep.
I just wanted to rip his arms off. But no, it was more of the fact that, here's a Firespray. It's nice and juicy. Why wait? Why not just attack it piecemeal, one at a time? Like ninjas. Here I'm arc dodging.
Bad voodoo. So that's good. That's what we want to do. But feeding, it's like don't feed.
Yeah.
Fed champion is bad.
Yes, Mauler with the 3 attack dice.
That's four
4
3 hits.
and 3 hits, which is scary. You see 1, and the glare on that second one's kind of hard to see, but is that 2 of these?
It is 1.
So he's down to his last shield right now. But he's still pretty healthy.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of whether I want to spend stuff out. I know I can't burn him through.
And did spend that focus, so another 3 shots coming up Firespray's way.
So it's at least one. At least one's getting through here.
I decided.
Count and say 2's getting through.
Yeah. So he had I decided to spend my focus because that is Dark Curse behind him. So I know
Yes.
it's very difficult for him to kill it.
Yeah, that's 2 goes through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's our
Third shot.
there's Night Beast out in the back.
Yeah, and he has
Yep.
that focus, and I get another
Another
hit.
He's got range 3 though, so
No, he
should be
he's
should be alright.
he's
He
been-
did,
focusing,
he
yeah.
did focus to clear it.
Yeah, and that's the right maneuver because right now he's gonna fire back at Dark Curse, and he can't. I'm saying it to him, but it was the right move because he can't use that focus against Dark Curse, so it was the right move.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
can't modify it. Held on to it till the right spot, so. Mind you, 4 dice overcoming 3 is still, that's reasonable odds.
It is definitely reasonable because without the focus, the odds of getting hit are far higher than actually dodging the hits.
So it looks like 1.
No,
No,
I don't
you
get.
got-
He cleared them all.
Yeah.
Alright.
It just goes to show just how hard Dark Curse is to actually get rid of.
So here's coming up, you'll see lovely John shit to the brain moment.
Yeah, no, I've been flying. I like flying like I said, I like flying my lists all nice and smooth and stuff like that. All that good stuff. And here I just was like, I want to fly food.
Time to eat.
I'm hungry. So hungry. Hungry for death and burgers, but mostly death.
And as it comes to pass. Ugh.
So these fighters are fine. And then you'll see it here. Magically delicious. Come on, hurry up.
Fabulous maneuvering up to this point,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna hit the metaphorical and literal bump in the road.
LOL, what?
I want to do a too hard maneuver onto an asteroid, please.
Why? Because I can't.
I grant you permission. You may proceed.
Okay.
Remember, kiddos, if your enemy makes a mistake, it's considered rude to interrupt them.
Yeah. and then not only that, I was just like, I hear like it. I still have this game, but I just hear it last round, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh my goodness, I just gave him the game.
If you lose
Yeah,
this fighter,
if he does lose this fighter, I do
It's a
believe
tie.
it'll actually be a draw instead of a modified victory.
Yeah. So
if he loses the fighter on the asteroid, it's 17 points, and that's an even game.
yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, John will win with a full match win.
Yep.
So it's brutal. I'm looking at it like, come on, fire at Dark Curse, fire at someone. Don't fire at Mauler. Can I kill him? Can I just do enough damage to put him in the dirt? Because he doesn't have that many boxes left.
He's
Or-
still got 5.
Well,
So
he's down to 3 at this point.
yeah, I
3 more. Yeah.
was just hoping to get a couple of hits in with
Yeah.
somebody, but
Not
Get a nice
there's
crit.
there's not enough firepower to actually kill it at this point.
no.
But
We were looking for a nice crit in there.
And
Yeah.
one more turn would have.
one more turn, I think definitely would have been the game. At this point, though, you're just praying that he does not even the score out.
So he's gonna fire at Mauler. It's the way of things.
Here it is for the game.
And it looks
He
like
missed.
all
Yeah!
blanks.
And that
And
was
that's
game.
it, folks.
Yeah, so our first game does go to John.
I beat him by 17 points. I got my first full victory.
It's close.
So yeah, it was brutal. I learned a couple of things like never play a game hungry, and also learn how to disengage. You fool.
Well, folks, that was round 1 of our Enbicon event. Let's give everyone a nice big thank you to Ian for joining us. Hopefully he will join us for further events.
Yep, and as always, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, we're at NorthGameNet, and that same NorthGameNet can also be found on Instagram.
Yeah, well, yeah, good night, everybody.
Take care.